Let's see if this year's gonna be more hustlers in the room than last year. Here's my simple formula for winning in life. It's very simple. I'm a simple guy. You don't have to be that intellectually stimulating or complex to make amazing things happen. Here's everything you have to do to dominate in life. You have to show up, you have to follow up, and you have to close. That's it. That's all it is. It's not that complicated. But there are a lot of things that make this hard. When I mean showing up doesn't just mean into a conference or an event. Showing up means picking up the phone and calling somebody or sending someone an email. Showing up means making that first fucking step, something that's uncomfortable. Being there to even get an opportunity to make an interaction or a relationship happen. After you've done that, you need to follow up and follow through. And here's where winning happens. This is what almost nobody knows how to do. We all usually, when we start an interaction, something is positive, something is okay. Let's say some of you guys, somebody talks to me and says, Steli, I have this great idea. Can you help me out? And I say, yes, I want to help you. And they send me an email and they don't hear from me. And then they send me another email and they don't hear from me. You know what most people do? They take that silence as rejection. They feel hurt. Oh my God, why is Steli such an asshole? And they just stop emailing me. Here's the secret to being a monster when it comes to making shit happen. Never, ever, 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 ever stop following up. That's it. No logic, no complicated, but what is never? Infinity, such a hard complex system, and how do I have to think about it? It's never fucking stop going up. Like selling everybody. No fucking way. It's not like that. I feel shitty more often than I feel great. I don't feel like talking to people more often than I feel talking to them. Not here. This event is amazing. You're all incredible. But the thing that made me really great at this is learning how to get over myself. And I'll teach you a formula. Here's how I go about when I feel hesitant, fearful, I don't know. Let's say I want to talk to somebody and I go, this is really the right moment. He's standing next to whatever amount of other people. Is this really that I'm giving a talk? Should I really do this right now? Probably not a good idea. He's going to reject me. When I have these thoughts, and I have these thoughts, these doubts, you know what I tell myself? Who gives a shit? Do it anyways. And then my voice goes, but it's going to be really bad. Who gives a fuck? Then do it anyways. But I'm not going to do a good job. Who gives a shit? Do it anyways. It's my personal mantra. I say that like 100 times a day to you. Who gives a fuck? Just do it anyways. Oh, fuck it. Do it anyways. Yeah, alright. Whatever. Do it anyways. That mantra has changed my fucking life. Changed my life. You know what the amazing thing is? When I started having bad days, and I didn't feel really good, what happened is I didn't take action, which made me feel worse. I canceled the next meeting because I had all these really bad 2 hours. I was like, I'm going to do even a worse job with this appointment I had, so I canceled that. And then I feel really fucking shitty. I'm like, I'm just going to, go back home and, curl down in my bed and just watch television or do some other stupid thing. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh my fuck, I feel horrible. And then I have a whole week where I don't do shit. Anyone ever experienced anything remotely like that? We all do. It's a human fucking thing. Here's the solution to this problem. You can't be active and depressed at the same time. You can't be running on a bicycle and being depressed. It's impossible. You can't be playing basketball and being depressed. It's impossible. Humanly impossible. The great thing is when you take action, when I feel shitty in the morning, I'm like, I really don't want to do this. And I do it anyways. I start feeling better about myself. I'm like, no. I did it anyways, I'm pretty awesome. And then I do the next thing, I'm like, my God, I'm rocking, today I'm gonna kill it. I never have bad weeks anymore. Seriously, this is insane. I used to have like one great week, one bad week. One great week, one bad week. Now it's just fucking amazingness, always. But you have a question?
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
How do you beat chronic procrastination?
How do you beat chronic procrastination? By embracing it. Don't fight it. You can't beat it. It's not there. Sorry, but there's no thing. If there was, it would be awesome. We could all fucking like kick his ass or her ass. Yeah. Probably it's an asshole, so it's a he. So there's no thing that you can do. What you have to do is you have to dispel the emotion. I used to try to fight that fear or that hesitation. And then I used to criticize myself. Why am I not winning this? I am better than this. Why am I always not living up to my potential? Here's what I do today. I don't fight it. Here's how you deal with procrastination. You go, I'm going to do this in a very, very procrastinating way. There you go. Why is the last thing you do always the last thing before you stop procrastinating? Think about it. Alright, so you have to just get over yourself and be okay with feeling shitty while you're doing something. It's magic. Alright, the other thing, here's another thing that I want to share with you when it comes to dealing with emotions, because the hustling formulas are simple. You're ready to learn everything I know. Everything I know, right? The thing that makes it hard, why not everybody's crushing me, is dealing with the emotional side. So here's another tip. This is something I learned in school. I learned nothing other than this in school. I had a teacher that was the biggest fucking asshole ever. 5th grade, first day. I'm shitting in my pants and he comes over, looks at me and goes, "This handwriting you're never gonna make it here." And walks off. Fucking asshole. But he taught me one thing accidentally that I've captured my whole life. Once we had to do a poem, right? You have to go in front of the class and say something based on memory. And he said, "Hey kids, when you go in front of the class and you feel really nervous, that nervous energy, just let it out. Just speak louder and be more animated." And I remember sitting in class thinking, whoa, that's an amazing idea. And I went in front of the class. It's the only time I got a good grade at anything. And I was just like, and he was just like, okay, hey. Go fucking leave. So here's the whole thing. When you have the feeling of fear, or when you have the feeling of excitement, it's the same fucking emotion, it's the same fucking energy that's in your body that doesn't know where to go. Don't try to contain it. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Just let it out. That's why I'm talking so loud to you. Otherwise, I'm super. Here's my fucking gift. Oh, how do you do public speaking? Just let the energy out. Let it out, and you're gonna feel much better about yourself. All right. Here's the other thing that's really hard when you really want to crush it in life and do things other people can't do. You have to be consistent, and this is not that sexy, right? My whole life I've been all about charisma, not that much character, right? The charisma will get you into the room, through the door. Character is going to keep you in the fucking building, right? So here's the thing. If you think about the greatest people in their craft, let's take sports for instance, Michael Jordan, when he was at the height of his career, right? When he was the best at doing this one thing, better than any human ever did anything in their life. When he was the best, and he was like 5 years into all these championship winnings. When he had to play another game, he didn't show up on the field and it was like 50 bonus points shorty because he's awesome. He had to perform. It was 0-0, a bunch of young fucking guys that wanted to kill him, and he had to perform right now. Well, but I had a fight this morning with my wife. Who gives a fuck? Play. But I really don't feel like it. I have a crisis of like, what? Who gives a shit? Play right now. But last week I did really good. Can I just take a break? No! Play right now. That's tough. Every day showing up and being consistent, hustling every day, not just some days, not just when you feel like it, not just like once you got a certain level of success. If you want greatness, the difference between the good and the great never stop. They're consistent every fucking day. It's hard. But when you want to road to greatness, when you want to do things other people can't do, you have to bring it every day, no exception. Doesn't matter what happened, doesn't matter how you feel. Please don't fuck around. That's all I have to say about this one. Alright, so here's the thing that I want to say. And somebody please shout out how many minutes I have, because I can't calibrate the talk if I don't know. Or who's going to throw us out? It's going to be really difficult to get all of us out at once. Alright, so here's the thing. Most people like busy work. They like doing the shit that doesn't fucking matter. And you know what? I'm that way too. I like the fucking busy bullshit work. You know why? Because it's safe. It's safe. There's no conflict. There's no rejection. There's no failure in putting together a PowerPoint. I had an idea. I'm going to put together a PowerPoint for the next 6 months. Then I'm going to research the market in my pajamas. You know, and then I'm going to put together a logo with my mom. And like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? This is the thing. Again, if you want to hustle and do things other people can't do, just focus on the shit that matters. Just do the things that truly matter. Don't fuck around. If you go into a corporate job, I'm going to say something unpopular, but if you work at a large company, because I have a lot of expertise never working at a large or a small company, if you have in many corporations, many large organizations, maybe 50, 60, 70, in some companies, 99% of your work is going to be bullshit. Bullshit. Busy work where nothing gets done, but nobody gets hurt. Right? That's it. No harm, no foul. Work is going to be busy. so nobody feels bad about paying us our salary. But things are going to stay the way they are. I can't deal with that. But if you want to be amazing in a company like that, if you just fucking around 10% less than the neighbor that sits next to you, you're going to be a rock star. You're going to be destroying the results of everyone else. Simple as that. Don't fuck around. Just do the work. And don't do the nicey, let's have a meeting about the meeting where we talk about the next meeting, of which is going to be a meeting about how to have meetings. Who gives a fuck? So here's the other thing. The reason why we like that is because it's safe, and the truth is that success is a fucking mess. Startups, I've been around startups my whole life. I have friends that have multi-billion-dollar companies, I have investors that are billionaires. Our closest competitor, there are 150 employees that just got bought for 400 million. We make more revenue, we're 8 people. Here's the thing. Success, the thing I know is what makes people great at startups versus people not, is not how intelligent they are. The difference is, can you deal with this level of like fucking mess? Things break, things are not organized. People show up, it's my first day at work and everybody's like, what the fuck is this? You hired me! It was a really white yesterday. I don't remember. All right, come on. Sit down. There's a lot of fucking shit going on in startups. But why is there even a reason to exist as a startup? Because you only do the real fucking awesome, important work, and there's no little bullshit. That's why it's even, there are even startups that become big companies. When you get comfortable with messiness, with chaos, with saying, you know what, I'd like to do everything perfect, but I can't. So what's the most important thing? Well, let's go out and see if I can get a customer. For our business, we got our first 10 customers with no logo, no website, no PowerPoint. I was telling people a fake name on the phone. I was just testing the idea. Like, if I can get customers without them knowing anything about me, there's no website to look at, no references, nothing, maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it is a good idea. I got 10 customers in 2 weeks and then built the company. Most people built the company for fucking, 10 years and then try to get customers. Like 10 months. I know all the time I meet people 2 years, 3 years, 4 years into the startup, they're still fucking around. Get used to discomfort. It's a good thing. It's a healthy thing. Here's another thing. Momentum is everything. Behind quote. Here's the from Albert Einstein. That nothing in the universe happens until something moves. My man, look at him. Look at this baller. Like, not just come in, but like, I need wine for this shit. I'm gonna drink down my sorrows. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You need to make things move. And once they move, all it takes is a little movement. Don't make big movements, small. But then once you start moving something, never ever stop. And it's gonna start creating mass, and then it's going to start creating momentum, and at some point you let it go and it just grows in front of your eyes and you go, holy shit. That's all it is. I'll give you a practical example. I started a podcast 3 weeks ago. Do you guys know what a podcast, who doesn't know what a podcast is? Right, a podcast is online radio. You go to iTunes, you subscribe, and every week you get an episode, like people talking, but just like on a fucking radio. It's just media, right? It's just a different form of media. It can also be video. So here's the thing. I need a guy that's a hero of mine. He's a very, very successful entrepreneur. We hit it off. I say fucking shit a lot. He says fucking shit a lot. We're like, well, we should hang out together, right? This relationship works. So we become really friendly. And at some point, I'm like, you know what? We should do a podcast. Like, we have great fucking chemistry. I just want to talk to you once a week about anything. I don't give a shit. And I know that if there's not a real business reason behind us meeting, we'll never meet. But when we're watching me, look at how like they're rolling the fucking wine in front of me. They want to distract me, but it's look what this fuck is gonna do. He's throwing wine in his way. Alright, so here's the deal. I want to start this with him, and he says, you know what, sure, I'll do it. This is like a very, very wealthy, very successful guy, like 2 steps ahead of me. And he goes, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I go, all right, my man, let's do it right now. Let's do the first episode right now. I have a laptop and a camera, and a microphone. Let's just do it right now. And I'm like, all right, so what's our name? Where do we want to publish it? Blah, blah, blah. And he says, you know what? Stop it, Steli. Let's just record our first podcast where we talk about what we want to do in our podcast. Let's just have a podcast where we talk, how do we want to do it? What should be the name? Whatever. We're just going to fucking record it so people can hear how a podcast starts. And also, we're going to not waste 30 minutes talking without creating content. Like, it's fucking brilliant. Let's do it. right? So in one day, we do 3 episodes, each 20 minutes. A week later, he sends an email to a bunch of people he knows, or he tweets and he says, who wants early access? Steli and I are doing a fucking awesome podcast. 450 people email him, and he goes, holy shit, do you have the podcast that we recorded? I go, yeah, all right, I'm gonna just email it to everybody and ask them what they think. Those are 3 days. We're sitting in a place where like, should we do this? 3 days later, we have fucking 600 people on our email list. We have the podcast recorded. Momentum. Momentum. Don't fuck around too long. Just get started. If you do what other people don't do, you will get what other people won't. It's as simple as that. And there's one simple formula I want you to remember. Whatever your comfort zone is, whatever the things are that you're comfortable doing, there's nothing interesting in there. There's nothing, everything you've accomplished is already done, it's past. Your future, everything that's amazing about your future life is outside your comfort zone. What that means, by definition, is that you're only going to do real important things in your life when you're uncomfortable. If you want to ask yourself, am I doing the right shit? Ask yourself, am I discomfort? Do I feel discomfort? Am I uncomfortable? If the answer is no, if you're like, no, I feel kind of okay about everything I do, you're within your comfort zone. There's nothing there to discover. There's nothing there to explore. There's nothing there to create. Get comfortable with being outside your comfort zone. You know what the beautiful thing is? Nobody else is there. Because most people, their whole lives just stay within their comfort zone. So if you make that step out of it, and if you make it a habit, just make small steps, just do every day a little thing. I have a friend of mine that put himself under a 60-day challenge where he said, every day I'm going to do something I'm discomfortable about. Today I'm going to go to somebody at a coffee shop and I'm going to say, hey, I'm doing a 30-day challenge where I have to do something discomfortable, which today was saying hi to a stranger. Thanks for being part of my changing my life. Bye. And then the second day, he cold called somebody, you know, and every day he did a little tiny thing that he was not comfortable doing. And eventually you build muscles and your comfort zone expands. And here's the fucking stupid and hard thing. That most people, once they expand their comfort zone enough, they're really fucking successful. And that's when you start going, oh, this feels awesome. I'm gonna hang around here. This place I've always dreamed of. The people that really change the world, they never get to that place. And every time they get to that place, they're like terrified by it. So, get comfortable being outside your comfort zone. And today, I want you to think of one thing right now that's small, that you're not comfortable with, and do it today. Get started. It's a habit. It's a process. The more of it you do, the more muscle you build, the more amazing shit you're going to do. I guarantee you, if you do something every day you're discomfortable with, within a year your life is going to be nothing like it is today in the best possible way. And then I'm going to invite you, email me that story. It's steli@close.io. And I'm going to invite you to whatever state I'm talking to next. I'm going to make your star, at least as much as I can. All right. If you need a hustle shrink, or a hustle buddy, or you're a hustle brother, this is it. I'm it, right? If you don't know anybody better, you know, I'm your second choice. I'm happy about it. Send me an email.